And this is episode number 64 of Let's Play Dragon Age 2. We are in the middle of the Legacy DLC, and we are going to head deeper into Corypheus's prison. Yeah, make sure I pronounce that right, Corypheus. Okay. And we're going to find out who Ferelden is, because we're on her floor, or his floor. I like this idea, though. This is a cool idea for a level design. Another good piece of DLC, so far at least. And again, one of the coolest things is simply that all the environments are newly fresh in design, which is what they should have been in the first place.
Be bound here for eternity. Hunger stilled, rage smothered, desire dampened, pride crushed. In the name of the Maker, so let it be.
Alright, so maybe the first one was Hunger, the Shade. Since I believe Shades are hunger demons, at least usually. Abomination. Is that a rage abomination, or... So we need to find another seal. Must be up ahead somewhere. Do you have to backtrack then? Did I miss a seal? Corpses. Oh, another one of those arcane horrors. This could be bad.
That's enough!
I do not like those things. Careful, guys. Careful. Alright. Oh. It'd already be too late, but run away. See, I'll take too long there. I hate that. Okay. What is this? Is this another spell, or is that's a spell, right? So what is that? Is that Bethany's? I hope it's Bethany's.
Take this.
There you go. Oh, I put a shield up. Oh, that's not an arcane horror. That's an emissary. Oh, okay. An emissary summoning corpses.
I've got a cantrip with your name on it.
Oh, got it. Sweet.
Run while you can. Is that all you've got? Get back! We made it.
Alright. What give me 1 second. I just want to see how much crit that does. Plus 2 up to 20%. That's what I thought. So then... So she can get up to a 76% crit chance on auto attacks, which is not bad. More with like haste and all, I think. There's the other mark. So let's head back and face that thing before it escapes. So maybe you... Well, I don't know. I guess the seals and the marks are different. This is why you don't imprison evil creatures. You just kill them. Maybe the Grey Wardens were hoping to study them or something, but... Oh, a Profane. Haven't seen these guys in a while. Profanes are, I think, just spirits.
That's enough out of you.
They're basically Sylvans of underground areas.
One less to worry about.
Or so I recall.
I may have left the circle, but I took a vow. My magic will serve that which is best in me, not that which is most base.
That's what Father used to teach me. That which is best in me, not that which is most base. Even in the gallows I find strength in that.
Oh, good. I guess it is nice to hear his voice again.
He'll live on in what he taught us.
In the scenes.
And in these bizarre magical contraptions.
Right. Anything over there? No. Let's head this way first. Their viewpoint. I like these, that they put little like vistas here. Lots of darkspawn.
Father was here. I can almost see it in my mind.
I think we kind of already deducted that one. Okay, this bridge is broken though. Luckily it seems like there are 4 bridges on each level. So I'm sure one of the others is still around. Are those shields? And more darkspawn. Is that a Herlock Alpha behind him? Yep.
Gotcha! Useless!
Oh, I used Explosive Strike. Thank you, there we go. Definitely hit it. Wasn't too hard. Are there more? We're still in combat. Now we're not. So, aha, almost missed this. Crown of Dumat. Dumat was one of the archdemons. The writing on this ancient parchment is barely legible, but it appears to concern a rite of silence. In reverence you will approach the altar. Know that you come into the presence of Dumat. With head bowed, say, Blessed are you, Dumat, silent and strong, secret and wise. We bring you gifts, sacrifices to your greatness. Huh. Or at least Dumat was one of the old gods who became an archdemon, or so they say. I believe he was the first archdemon as well, which would make sense because this place is very old. Rite of Silence. Guess we'll find out more about that little side quest as we go. I'm certainly interested. It's a big prison. An unusual discovery. The creature can speak. It has a name, Corypheus. We have encountered darkspawn before who use words, but none individual enough to have chosen a name. So yeah, this is either a very powerful emissary or something different. This Corypheus appears unique among other darkspawn and has gathered many of its brethren to follow it. It would be wasteful to kill such a creature. If it can be captured, tamed somehow, its unnatural influence over the darkspawn could perhaps be turned to our favor. It is clear the darkspawn will never bow to human commands, but this Corypheus seems at times more human than beast. I have conversed with it, and though its thoughts are disordered and inhuman, it speaks of the old god by their Tevinter names. I have wondered if perhaps he is no darkspawn at all, but a ghoul, so corrupted by the taint as to become a new creature entirely. I recommend we find a way to capture Corypheus, hold it somewhere safe from both men and darkspawn, and study its unique nature. This will require magic, however, for Corypheus' own abilities are powerful. It uses spells both human and tainted, and has a strength that would shame any magister. We must muster our best mages to face it and to hold it, from Warden Commander Ferelden to the first Warden in Weishaupt, 1004 to Winter Era. Huh. So Ferelden, the name of this level, is the Warden Commander, who I guess created this prison and buried Corypheus at the bottom of it. And I guess they built other levels to use for other prisoners like these demons, as the ages went on, up to and including our father's era. And that's true that you can be so tainted that you eventually become, in all essences, a darkspawn. That's what happened in the Calling novel, or was happening. Ghouls do begin to turn into darkspawn eventually. But not sure if this is what we're seeing here or not. Alright, what's over here? A chest. And I'm in combat. Alright, there we go. More genlocks.
Now you fall! Face me! I stand for all of us!
Let's do this again sometime.
I can stab him through the little grate here. Don't go sniffing around, Carver. Up, another seal.
Be bound here for eternity. Hunger stilled, rage smothered, desire dampened, pride crushed. In the name of the Maker, so let it be.
Yeah, it seems like the abomination we were facing before must have been a rage abomination. They should just put a rage demon there, but that's okay. Hunter's cap. Here's the next mark. Do a quick save. And open her cell. Oh, she switched places with somebody, that's cool. Or summoned him where she was standing at least.
Let's finish this!
There she is.
You will fall!
That was a good assassinate.
I suffer no threat.
Oh, please. Bianca can handle this herself.
I've bought our freedom, Leandra. We can go home now. Us and the baby. We'll be together. I hope it takes after you, love. I would wish this magic on no one. May they never learn what I've done here.
Seems like he did something good, though. At least so far.
He was talking about you.
Yep, I gathered
Mother
that.
must have been pregnant with you when they left Kirkwall. If he didn't want his child to be a mage, it never showed in my training. They say as much in the circle.
Well, 1 out of 3 is not bad, I guess. I mean, me and Carver were not mages, so I guess he got his wish there. Yeah, I'll be nice. She's my sister.
He didn't want us to face similar risk because of him. Magic by itself isn't the danger.
But he was
Well said.
hiding all of this, and he had the skill to defend it. My instructors keep remarking on how well I was trained. I had no comparison when we were growing up, but now... Sometimes I wonder why he gave up so much to try and make our lives normal. I feel guilty for all that you and Carver put up with. It makes me wish I'd gone to the circle sooner, to free you.
Oh, don't say that.
Do I get a say in how much I want to be protected? Having you around would be worth some risk.
I do miss this. Maybe not the craziness of it, but feeling like a family. You may not have been a mage, but you're a lot like Father, you know. Don't lose that. Not over this. Or anything to come. We've lost too much.
Oh, that was a sweet conversation. I like that. Definitely glad I brought Bethany here. Varric too. And I guess Aveline. Alright, and of course Carver. But I like they put stuff like that in here. It makes the game richer that way. Is this the way we came? No. Looks like a seal, but I guess this prison was opened a long time ago. What was in here, who knows? Hopefully not that pride demon. I still want to kind of kill him. Yeah, that seal was opened. But again, I like how they actually put that there. Like, there are other cells here that maybe the demon did escape from at some point. This one, too. Already opened. This reminds me a bit of the same idea of, I get behind him. Yes, I can. Shield won't protect you from the back, does it? But it reminds me of Eternity Vault, the first operation in Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's kind of the same idea. A prison created to house things far too evil and powerful to be kept anywhere else. All of the
Go down!
Herlocks.
Let's finish this! Face me! I stand for all of us. Unworthy.
I'm practically there. Nice work.
You too, Varric. And Bianca. Oh, am I capped on potions? I might be. I don't think it went up after 23. It's a weird number to cap it at, though. Probably should have actually sold off some of those when I was at the vendor. Or put some in the chest, but oh well, too late now. That guy have nothing on him? Maybe he had a potion. Ooh, Dumat's sacrificial dagger. That's probably part of the side quest. Yeah, the Rite of Silence. Raise your face and hands to the skies and speak the words, O Dumat, O Lord of Silence, accept these sacrifices made in your name. Grant us your power and all that we seek. Okay. The Dumat, was he the Dragon of Silence? I thought it was something else. Silence just seems like a weird thing to be a god of, especially when it's one of your main gods. Like, Arthemiel was the god of beauty. The archdemon we slayed in the previous game. So I thought Dumat would be the god of destruction or war or fertility. I mean, there's so many things that gods can be gods of besides silence. Silence is ominous, but it's not. I think that would be like a minor god. Alright, the second seal. And an ogre. I'll take on the ogre. You guys can get the gen lock for me. Would appreciate that. He's gonna charge, isn't he? Out of the way. I can backstab him. Oh, he slammed into the other guy. He went down fast. Oh, that was the wrong button again.
It's not doing anything.
I
Ouch.
could do this in my sleep.
You guys got this. Once again, Bethany, they're not people. They're Darkspawn. They deserve to die. Alright. Probably some loot over here. Yep, small purse. For the coral fragment. Who keeps coral in their purse? And another seal. Oh, thank you for the autosave. Alright, let's do it. Is my weapon, I guess, is no longer charged. Hawke's key. Oh, it is. Plus 5 electricity damage. The appearance just goes away.
I'm not hiding anymore.
Very good. This must not be an actual pride demon. It just looks like one. Oh, he's teleported. Whoa, he replicates. That's cool.
Seems to be unhealthy.
Oh, so they don't replace each other. You can only just choose one per altar. So armor pen, attack speed, health drain, or mana. Oh, I know what I want here. Attack speed, please. Along with fries and a milkshake. Thank you very much. Alright. This is becoming quite a dagger. It'd be cool if you could keep this, but I feel like you probably can't. I'm not sure I necessarily want to either, because I kind of like the appearance of my other daggers, but plus 2%, that's actually not that great. But it's an upgrade, so I will take it. And I don't mind the idea of them giving you a special weapon like this for this level. I actually kind of like that. Is that the bridge we were on the other side of? No, we were on the opposite bridge. So this bridge is destroyed. This bridge is destroyed, but we're in the center already. And this is the bridge we came over, and we're going to be leaving through the other bridge. Makes sense. Good level design there. Also reminds me a bit of the Architect's Prison, which might not be... Hey, look, it's Larius again.
The magic grows lax. He feels us walk where no step goes.
He's weakening, or the seals holding him are weakening? Because there's a world of difference between the two. Awakening, not weakening.
Are you talking about Corypheus?
He calls. Like an old god, he mimics their cry. He calls them to free him. The dark children of the light.
Cool.
Any with taint in their blood.
I was saying, I love this. This is so awesome. This idea of it basically is another architect just from the ancient era, and he's using the call. I guess he's powerful enough with magic that he knows how to use whatever technique the old gods use, the archdemons use, to call to the Darkspawn and the Tainted to dig them out. He's using now to get people to unimprison them. That's an awesome idea. Well done, BioWare. I also like too that they said that he uses magic both mundane and tainted or something like that, so he can use regular magics, just like any magister, but he can also use tainted magics like the emissaries use, which is similar to blood magic, they said. And also, like, you can use from the Warden's Keep DLC, I'm guessing, in Origins. Alright, so what is Corypheus?
If Corypheus isn't an old god, what is he? Human? Demon? Darkspawn?
More than darkspawn.
Bit of all three.
More than human. He thinks. He talks. He pierces the veil. He wants what was once his.
He pierces the veil. Does that mean he, I guess being a mage, yeah, he can summon demons as well. So kind of the worst of all three, I guess. Quite an enemy here.
How could this Corypheus be sending people after me if he's asleep?
He can
The old gods
call,
sleep.
dream, but not know. When the seals are gone, he will wake. And he must die.
Makes sense to me. See, I say I'm hesitant. I want to like make the leap and say when he's asleep, he's calling people through the Fade, but I know he's not because that's not how the Darkspawn work. They're entirely separate from the Fade. He's calling to them through their whatever. I don't know if it's an equivalent to the Fade. Like that'd be cool if there's like their own Darkspawn realm. I actually like that a lot. But again, that's one of the things I really love about this universe is how there's different types of magic. At least 3 we know of. There's the magic that comes from the Fade, which mages use. There's the magic which comes from Darkspawn, the Darkspawn taint, which the Grey Wardens and Avernus's potions used, and the Darkspawn, of course, themselves use. And there's the magic that comes from Lyrium itself, which the dwarves and their shapers use, and their golems, and all the spirits we fought, like we did in Amgarok. How did you get down here?
Why are you down here? How have you survived?
The calling, the music, it is our death. I lived, but I died. The corruption feeds me. So many years in darkness.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Whoever wrote that, I don't know if, I feel like it must have been like the whole writing team like coming together in, you know, concept meetings to do this, but they did a really good job. Like I said, I don't remember this DLC at all, but I do remember enjoying it. And I'm enjoying it again, and hopefully you guys are too.
When you run off, where do you go?
I know the darkness before the seals. Here, the voice is too strong. I cannot stay.
Yeah, I guess Corypheus is calling to him as well, since he's tainted. He reminds me a lot of Ruck from the first game, which makes sense, because Ruck was also deeply corrupted by the Darkspawn taint. Alright, let's see. 23, will it go up? It did, okay. 24. I just wasn't paying attention before. Alright, you guys ready for level 3? Level 2, whatever. Tower base. This actually might be the deepest level. I don't know how many seals there are. We still have a pride demon to face, though. At least I think we do. Ooh, deep stalkers. Pile of bones. Now this reminds me, see, this isn't the Deep Rose, this is a natural cavern. And it reminds me of the Lair of the Mother. Or I guess it could be Darkspawn carved too, that's an idea. Hello Deep Stalkers, let's play Bethany a bit. Deep Road Safari. What does that mean? Did I explored all the Deep Roads? Yeah, the moves of the Force Mage look really cool, and they do a lot of cool physical stuff. They don't do much damage, which I guess makes sense because it keeps it balanced. Please don't have friendly fire. No, I don't think we do.
That was the beauty of a shot.
That was surprisingly fun.
That was surprisingly fun. I concur. And we're almost at another level up, yay. Now that I've started going down this speed tree, or whatever it is, the buff tree, I'm having a lot of fun with level ups again. At least on Hawke, because those are actually buffs I can use, even though it took a couple of wasted points before I could get to stuff I actually can use.
Legion of the Dead armor. It's an Orzammar thing. No matter your crime, if you join the Legion and vow to die fighting Darkspawn, your name is cleared.
I was about to say I know all about them, but Hawke actually probably doesn't. She's never encountered one before. Eravale, the Warden, does, but not her. First Legionnaire's Journal. I think the first Legionnaire is just the lead one, not literally like the first Legionnaire. It's ironic. Hearing of Tethras Garen's crime. House Tethras, that sounds familiar. Must be a dwarven house. First gave me the courage to confess my own and join the Legion of the Dead. Knowing that a paragon's son could give in to the same base passions as a mere merchant, commit a murder even fouler than mine. He was sentenced to die in the deep roads for murdering his sister, not even offered the chance at the Legion. I am grateful every day for what the Legion gave me. A purpose, a family, and my name is clear. So when the Paragon learned that the Carta were responsible for the murder, not his son, I was the first to volunteer to retrieve the prince. It's not right that he should be the only one who doesn't know he's been exonerated. From the Journal of Malvin Haran, Legion of the Dead. Huh. Another side quest, I guess?
Dead. Sent after Paragon Garen's heir. Why does that sound familiar? I think Garen was sometime in the early Exalted Age. Hundreds of years ago.
Do you think they found him?
Who knows?
Maybe we'll find out. Find his remains. So, long ago, distant past, but not quite ancient, like the deep, like these Which again makes sense because the ruins were created, or the prison was created in ancient times, but obviously people have been coming here for hundreds of years, and the wardens have kept their vigil. And I guess the dwarves have been sending dwarves to the surface here to guard the entrance, and to guard it for the wardens when they aren't here. I wonder if this may have even been like the headquarters of the wardens, and probably not. It's probably close by, but probably not actually here, because that would make it too easy for people to find it. And it's obviously a dangerous location, so you probably wouldn't want your wardens coming through these mountains all the time. You might lose some wardens that way, every once in a while. Another journal page. And again, glad to have Varric here. Paragon Garen refuses to give up. We're the 8th Legion unit he sent in after Tethras in the past 5 years. None dare tell him that after so long alone in the Deep Roads, Tethras is certainly dead. The Paragon insists he will see his heir restored to his rightful place. May the ancestors favor his cause. You think at that point he just, like... I know it's not the same, but, like, he could have other heirs. Like, that's 5 years. Plenty of time to meet a nice female dwarf and start a new family to inherit his legacy. We followed the paths of the other Legionnaires, and so far we seem to be on the right trail. We've been in a section of the Deep Roads that appears to have been altered by human magic, so perhaps we'll find some new clue there. We're going in tomorrow, ancestors be with us. It just seems like a waste, to send dozens and dozens of Legionnaires in here
Tethras Garen
to save one guy.
The heir to the Garen clan, but he was accused of killing his sister and sent into the Deep Roads to die.
We just read that.
The real murderer was caught. They tried to find him. They never could. Instead, every Garen heir from that time on took the name Tethras in his honor. One of them became a paragon in his own right, and founded my clan.
So this is...
Oh.
kind of your ancestor they're looking for?
Not directly, but a little closer than I like to come to my past, you know.
Varric Tethras, that's why it sounds familiar. That's his house, okay. That explains it. Because there's like an amulet of House Tethras or something, or a ring of... I don't know. Something like that. That makes sense. Deeper we go. This is starting to look a little like the... I think I remembering the final room is the one that I have in my recollection from... God, I don't even know when this came out. 4 years ago, maybe?
Not doing anything. Useless. Not doing anything. Get back. You will fall.
I think he's doing a good job taking care of those guys, it looks like.
Nothing to worry about.
Our potions wore off. And we lost Carver at some point. Did I hear a shriek? I hope I did. I haven't seen shrieks in a while. They're not exactly the most fun enemies to face, because they're kind of stabby and squishy. But, it'd be cool to see more of them again. And it makes sense you would find them here. Alright, so let's do some of that. And do we have any, like, I want to do the mage one, because we have a mage here, so getting their magic resistance down could actually be helpful. Alright, we have Carver, and I want some Elixir of Purity. Maybe we'll get rid of all these yet. And when that cooldown runs off, I'll try some Mighty Offense Potion as well, but not yet. In fact, Varric, you want some of those poisons too? Because I'm not going to ever get rid of all these on my own. Let's do Fell Poison, Debilitating Poison. Some health stealing, although I don't really think it's that good numbers-wise. Unless there's something I'm missing.
What is that smell? I think I'm gonna pass out.
Not sure which way is I guess this way's the dead end. Yep, okay. This is a cool area too, I like this a lot. No, I'm not remembering. Okay. For a second there I thought I was remembering this place. But I'm not. It reminds me a lot of a Daedric ruin in Morrowind, I want to say. Possibly one of the Morrowind expansions? No, I'm pretty sure it's actually in Morrowind. Because it's where you find... Well, I'm thinking way back now to like more than 10 years ago, I think. But... Which is almost like half my life. But, well, 2/5. But there was a room like this, an ancient underground Daedric ruin that looked a lot like this, a rock with all these like spiky things in it, and it was where you found like, what was that armor called? The best armor in the game, the Daedric armor, and like the gloves or the something was there, maybe the boots. I remember thinking it was a really cool zone. And I guess it stuck with me because 10 years or almost 10 years later, I still remember it. But so it reminds me of that, but it is not what I'm thinking of. Place the offering on the altar, then kneel before it with abject humility, head bowed and hands clasped, say, "These are our offerings, O Lord of Silence." I like stuff like that too. Like religious texts, but for gods that no longer exist. I think that'd be a fun task sometime to write like religious texts for made-up fictional religions. Oh, here's the altar.
Blessed are you, Dumat, silent and strong, secret and wise. Accept these offerings and share your strength.
Do I have to do anything? I don't know if I have to be like silent as I go across this place or something. Nobody say anything. I know it's hard for you people because you talk a lot, but I don't want to screw this up. Ooh. You can defile the altar. Or you can place... I kind of want to... I know I'm toying with things here. Normally, Brelin would cautious people... Look at... Oh, that's like the extra arms. That's cool. I like that. Would caution people against this sort of thing. But I think she's also a very curious individual. Even when it gets her into trouble. So I'm going to go with it and see what happens. Besides, this is an altar to Dumat, not to the Archdemon. Which is maybe not much better, but... Nothing happens. The altar has receptacles for 4 sacrificial items. Oh, am I missing one? That's probably why. Alright, we'll keep an eye out then. Yeah. We need one more item. Alrighty then. I see a little arrow over there. That's the seal. Maybe we'll get lucky and it's up... Wait, have we been up there? We've been over there. I think we have. I think that's where we found that last scroll. No, actually, no, I don't. Let's do a quick save.
Odd-looking torches. Should we light them?
What could go wrong? Like I said, curiosity. Oh, is it another puzzle? So each one turns on and off certain torches. Each one is a switch, essentially, that affects itself and others. Is it others adjacent to it, though? Or no, it's not adjacency. That'd be too easy. Because that would have been just the opposite corners. So, okay. Hopefully I don't spend another eternity here, but this seems like an easier puzzle. So this affects those two. What does this one affect? Just itself. No, itself and that one. This affects itself and that one. I want to make a little diagram here because I think this will make it a lot easier to solve. So, make some boxes. And I'll draw arrows to the ones they affect. Okay, so this one we determined affects itself and that one. This one affects itself and those two, right? Correct. This one affects itself and that one. This one affects... Okay, disoriented now though. These three here. This one affects these three here. Oh, there's three. That's gonna get hard. And this one affects this one and those two. Alright, okay, so I have my diagram here. Now the question is to figure out how to actually do it. And there's no reset button, is there? It's kind of annoying. Alright, so right now we need these two to be lit up. And this one... Well... Okay, this one would turn on... This just turns... Maybe? Okay. I have an idea. Let's see if this works. I haven't actually thought it through. Aha! It did. 16 gold and Warden Scout's gloves. Sweet. Not a bad armor set. I believe the Warden Scout's armor looks like... if I'm not mistaken. Or is it... Wait a minute. Is that the stupid looking one? I might have already sold part of it then. If it was. I thought it might look like the actual Warden armor set, which would be kind of cool. We did not find a piece of the scroll though. But there's... Oh, okay, that's the altar. Huh. I hope we didn't miss a piece. I don't think we did though, because we've been pretty thorough in our exploration here. We've been up here. Alright. Yeah, still need one more offering. So we'll keep exploring. We probably have to backtrack. And there's like 2 paths here. Wait, no. Okay, that's the way we came. This is the way forward. We will keep an eye out for that extra path. Spiders! Whoa, that's a lot of spiders. Bethany! Spiders don't like fire. Alright, let's use one of these things. One of these things to slow them down. Oh, they're fighting the Deep Stalkers. And then we'll use fire on them.
You go through me before anyone else.
Good job, Aveline.
Your mistake. Face me.
Suck them
I
together so
stand
they
for
can,
all of us.
Did I miss something? What happened? Did they resist it?
Back. What are you, afraid?
Oh, she's just getting spit at now. Self-heals.
I got one.
Bianca, you think that was beautiful!
One more. Cool little fight there. And a journal page. This place is cursed. For 10 years, Paragon Garen has been sending Legionnaires to search out our lost heir. Now I know what's become of them. There's no way out. This is no normal part of the deep roads. There's lyrium worked into the walls, into the stone itself, some kind of human magic. From the outside, it looks like just another tunnel, but walk in and it's a prison. There is no way past the barriers, no way forward, no way back. But the trap remains open to every beast, darkspawn and dwarf that wanders in. My brothers in the Legion have died, and I have done my best to lay their spirits to rest in the stone. I am the last. There will be no one to do the same for me, or for Tethras, if he too was snared by this noose. For you, my prince, I wish you the stone's blessing. Atras Tunsha, Tuarnia am Getol Tavash Aduk. Hope I said that right. May someone recite the ritual words over your bones and return your spirit to the stone. I think I am up to that task if we can find the bones.
These poor dwarves. They were just trying to help someone and they've been trapped here for centuries.
It is kind of sucky. Like, I can see why the Grey Wardens did it. Like, that's actually a really good idea to make traps like these all over the place. I guess it probably takes a lot of resources and a lot of lyrium to build something like this. It might only be worth it in the case of a prison, for which it would be quite effective. But even as a trap for Darkspawn, just have Darkspawn continuously wandering into a trap like this, unable to ever get out. The downside, of course, is that dwarves also occasionally fall prey to it. Press your palms and forehead to the ground before the altar, then these words thrice repeated. Golden jewels, meat and blood, sacrifices to your hungry heart. I don't remember all this. If I do, I'm going to just look it up on the wiki because I don't feel like running around to these places again to find those, what's that? Is that the bones? I suppose we'll find out in a bit. Let's go ahead and make this sacrifice to Dumat first.
Blessed are you, Dumat, silent and strong, secret and wise. Accept these offerings and share your strength.
Here goes.
What is that? Free level up? Probably not. I also wonder what that orb was we mentioned a long time ago. I feel like they forgot about that. Chain of the Penitent. And some gold? Chain of the Penitent. Alright, it's not bad for a tank, I guess. Okay. Not that great, but it'll do. How's our inventory doing? Yeah, I still got some space. Good. Alright. Well, we still have a ways to go by the looks of it, but I think I might end this episode here. And when we come back, we will continue to go deeper and deeper into this ancient prison. I'll see you guys in a few.